What's up YouTube, Dar here from Zephyr War Games, and today I am bringing you another variant for DarkWorld, and this time it is DarkWorld with a very small Phantom Knight and Burning Abyss engine. Basically what it does is it turns the normal summon of the deck into an extension of two forms of back row interruption. So basically you get everything you need in the previous combos and normal combos and more. I will show you the combo at the end. I'll also show you the combo at the end that can unlock an additional or more consistent rank 4 as well. So please smash that like button, hit that notification bell and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more upcoming content. You guys are loving this DarkWorld content and I am more than happy to bring it to you as it is one of my most favourite decks at current. And all of the variations are incredibly fun depending on your adaptation and your playstyle. With all of that out of the way, let's dive headfirst into this very spicy Burning DarkWorld profile. So, you start off with triple Genta. Everything is pretty standard, so I'm not going to spend too long on this one. Triple Genta, triple Rainbow, triple Grapha, triple Snow. Again, I've told you guys I will not be changing this ratio. Like, the only thing that I might consider would be cutting Brow out completely or dropping it to 1. But everything else pretty much stays as it is. So that's pretty much the standard lineup on the front row there. What is also pretty standard is Tour Guide, but Tour Guide will actually offer you so much more now in this version. So Tour Guide is your normal summon. You can do the combo even without Tour Guide, but you need to get 2 level 3s on the board in order to complete it. However, with Tour Guide, she'll give you exactly that and still search you out the Neko Main King. So not only will you have 2 forms of back row interruption, you'll also have the ability of getting into the Fusion Monster with a turn skip, and should they Dark Ruler you, you still have ways to protect yourself. Still have 2 catalyzers. Again, I'm not playing that many dangers in this deck, so I want to control what I discard. There are certain cards that you do not want to draw. They are the garnets. You want to bury them where at all possible, and that's where Skuldred Saruja comes into play as well for the later game stages. So the other things that are pretty standard, but I've cut the ratios of, is the dangers. So we've got 2 Nessie, 1 Jackalope and 1 Sukanoko because they're level 3s. We've cut the others out. We are not playing any rank 8 plays purely because of the next engine that I'm about to show you is where the control aspect comes for it. So in not conjunction with the way the DarkWorlds want to work, but in addition to the way they want to work, we are playing a very small Phantom Knight engine. Now, you can increase this, and the ways of doing this is you start adding in Torn Scales, you start adding in wings, gloves, everything else, and you get to go a little bit further. It can be done. It will lock you into Darks, but it will also unlock rank 4 plays. It will unlock the Phantom Knight rank up version and everything like that. So if you want to see a Phantom Knight DarkWorld version, then let me know and I will work on that as well. But for this small engine, you're playing 1 Cloak, 1 Boots, 1 Graph, 1 Seer, and then you either play 2 Fog Blades, or in this version that I'm going to show you to showcase the rank 4s, you play 1 Fog Blade and 1 Shade Brigandine. The one thing that is very important, and this is where the dangers can get a little bit rocky, is you need these set before you activate your dangers. You do not want these in the graveyard at all. And if you already draw them, it means you can go a different route. You would just go Link Climb rather than Bardiche plays. So this is the new, the alternative engine. It's a 6-card engine, but they're all garnets. You really do not want to see any of these in your hand. If you do see them in your hand, you either roll in the dice with the dangers, or you're trying to build into a Saruja to put them back to the deck, and then continue your combo. Again, also pretty standard, double Ascension, double Gates, double Allure, and 1 Archive. Again, we don't play heavy level 8s, so trading is not required. And like I said, this version is all around this addition to the deck. It's not a whole new deck, it's just an alternative way. So it's like, if I want to minimize the dangers, what else can I play? Or if I want to take out dangers completely, how else can I play it? Well, the answer is you can play a very small extra deck package as well of Cherubini into Bardiche. You have instant access to either of these. You can cut Cherubini out completely, but it will require you to get the 3 Darks on the board to hard make this. Whereas this is all off of Tour Guide. This will then get into this and continue to play from there. So imagine if you open up any DarkWorld, ideally Rainbow that I'll show you at the end, plus Genta, plus Tour Guide, you go max combo, drawing cards, consistencies, everything you need to, Fog Blades, you name it. For the XYZ monsters, again, we have changed this up because we're not playing heavy rank 8s. We are playing 2 rank 3s and a Time Thief Redoer alongside an Abyss Dweller. So these are the consistent rank 4s you want to be ending your turn with if you play the Shade Brigandine. If you don't play this and you just play 2 Fog Blades, you can probably cut the Time Thief Redoer out completely, and then it's entirely up to you if you still want to have a main deck of Dweller or not. The rank 3s, obviously Phantom Knight, a Breaksword is a pop on itself, but it can also pop with the Rusty Bardiche, because when a Dark Exorcist is summoned to a zone it's points to, it will let you pop. Then, of course, you've also got Levianeer, which can recycle your banishes off of the lore, banish your cloak and everything like that. And then another way is when this gets destroyed, it locks you into darks, but you can still go into Redoer as well. So that is kind of like the alternative extra deck option. Everything else is relatively straightforward with 2 fusions, IP, Dark, Muckracker, Unicorn, Appaloosa, Saruja, and Goddess. Again, because I don't have the variety in the attributes of the extra deck, I'm not playing access code. But if you wanted to, you could do that as well. Entirely up to you on how you tailor your extra deck. So that's pretty much it for the profile. Again, a very, very short profile. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the combo and how you can extend and integrate. So let's zoom out and we'll go from there. So, starting off with the combo. Now, the combo is very, very basic. You probably would have seen this if you play Phantom Knights or if you play any kind of like warrior-based engine. It's relatively the same. So, all you need for the Phantom Knight engine is Tour Guide. I'm going to show you that route of play. And then once you've made that route of play, because you don't really lock yourself into anything specific, we'll then show you how basically Genta plus Reinbjorn can gain you more hand advantage and keep the DarkWorlds going. So just imagine, again, the opening hand, you'll still have 2 more random cards you can play around with as well. So this is your opening hand. And even then, the Reinbjorn doesn't need to be very specific to what we're playing. It's all about showing you off what the Tour Guide gets you. So you normally summon with Tour Guide, and again, because we're not relying heavy on dangers, you can actually you don't mind linking it off early. So Tour Guide into Sangan, Sangan and Tour Guide into your Cherubini. Keeping in mind, Cherubini sends us cost, which is beautiful. So you go into Cherubini, you go Chainlink 1 Cherubini, Chainlink 2 Sangan, because you really don't mind Sangan getting stopped. But even then, actually no, sorry, you go Chainlink 1 Sangan, Chainlink 2 Cherubini, because why would you care if they negate the attack boost? Okay, bro. Send us cost from your deck to the graveyard, the Graph. Goodbye, Graph. Resolve Sangan, getting your Neko main king, so you've basically just replaced your Tour Guide play. Use Graph's effect, will special summon out Seer, put it to a zone that Cherubini points to, just in case, so that this card can't get destroyed, and if this is negated as well, he will stay on the board because it is a Burning Abyss, so keep that in mind. So once you've done all of this, you then link these 2 together. Very, very simple stuff on this one. You go into Rusty Bardiche. You then use the effect of Seer to revive a a Burning Abyss, so it means you bring back Cherubini. I always put him as far away from a link zone as possible, just to make sure there is no overlap or confusion or anything like that. You then use the Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche's effect to send Cloak from deck to grave and set one of these. Now, it's entirely up to you. If you're going for the rank 4 play, you set the Shade Brigandine. This would be coming off of the back of the Genta, which I'm going to show you now. If you just want to go for double Fog Blade, you set a Fog Blade first, and then you get to search the second Fog Blade. You then use the effect of Cloak. This will then search you Boots. You then special summon down Boots, again away from the link zones, and this will then allow you to, once you get this off the board, so you can link 3 or 2 or anything you want here, that will then give you the access to the second Fog Blade. So now that we've deck finned everything we need apart from the Fog Blade itself, and if you want to do that, you link these off. These are completely easy fodder. What you're going to do now is you're going to activate the Genta. Genta will search you out the DarkWorld, or the Gate of the DarkWorld. You'll activate the Gate of the DarkWorld, use this effect, banish Genta as cost. This will then allow you to discard a DarkWorld. So on this example, we're going to discard Rainbow. You resolve all of this, you would draw a random card. So there you go, your hand is still 4. And then you would resolve by summoning back Genta, and you resolve Rainbow by searching you out a level 5 or higher, and we're going to be searching out a Grapha just so that we have one in our hand. Then from this point here, you want to activate the Shade Brigandine. You want to overlay both of these. This gives you your rank 4 access. So this is Redoer with a non-target bounce, or if you're up against a tier Ishizu or anything like that matchup, you can go into Abyss Dweller, especially if you're in the mirror match as well. Very, very important. You could, if you wanted to, bounce back the Genta with Rainbow. Obviously, you have ways of getting... You would then have the way to bounce this back and loop again, but you wouldn't have the rank 4 access. So I've already shown you the combo of that one, where you bounce Genta to the hand with Rainbow. You then use Genta's effect to search out second gate, activate the gate, banish the Genta, discard the Greffer, and then you use Greffer to bounce the Rainbow back to hand. That's all well and good, but keep in mind it won't give you the guaranteed rank 4. And as you can see, we've got a full hand of 5. So one card, in theory, once you replenish your hand, gives you all of this, and then everything else is all about how far you want to extend. So we want to make sure that we can get into a Fog Blade. So again, keep in mind as well, if you don't mind locking yourself into Fiends, you can also go into Muckracker. You could use Muckracker's effect, which will let you discard the Greffer, and then let you revive the Rainbow, and then make your plays through that one. So that is one option. Alternatively, your other better option as well is you've got Nightmare Unicorn if you're going second, or you can just go into a... you don't go into the rank 4, you can actually go into an Appaloosa. So again, you've got a couple of options there. I'm just going to go in the Muckracker for the sake of board presence. So Muckracker would then revive Rainbow. You would then bounce Rainbow back to hand for your Greffer. Greffer is obviously 3k because of the gate. And then what you do there is you banish the boot, and the boot will then allow you to set directly from the deck a Fog Blade. So, again, when you look at your hand, you've got a full hand of 5. If any of these is Ascension or Snow or anything like that, you've got additional benefits, and that's probably where you'd benefit more by bouncing back the Genta. But just on the base minimum, from that one card play and root of everything else you need, you've ended up with a full board, a Fog Blade, and an Abyss Dweller or a Redoer. And then you've still got Fog Blade to negate. If they get rid of Bardiche, you'll be able to banish the Fog Blade to bring back the Bardiche, and you continue your plays from there. And that is pretty much it. So this is just basically what I wanted to showcase you. I wanted to showcase you a different end board to what you might have been used to through the standard DarkWorld plays, DarkWorld with dangers and everything like that. So this is one of them ones where it goes, okay, I keep getting blown out by Dark Rulers, or I keep getting blown out by Regekis or Droplets, or just out and out board clearances. How can I add some back row to this deck that doesn't interfere with the way the Dark Worlds want to play? This is your answer. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Till next time, guys, as absolutely always, stay safe, and of course, happy dueling.